Hello and welcome back to our next video blog on I and the Poconos. My name is Frank Diem. I am the video producer and I'm joined by Dr. Bellinger, our host, and Lisa Deemer of Kitchen Chemistry in Stroudsburg. We met her last year and we had a great time. It was, I think, the beginning of the fall we went down and visited Lisa in her unbelievably sweet store right in beautiful downtown Stroudsburg. So we brought Lisa. She's been basically working throughout the whole entire pandemic, and I know just recently Monroe County went to yellow. So Lisa, how's it going?
It's doing great. Thanks very much for having me back.
How's it been for, obviously all small businesses have been trying to kind of scramble and reinvent themselves, I guess. How has it been for you when it first started, and what kinds of things did you do?
Well, you hit the nail on the head when it comes to reinventing, because before this whole COVID thing, most of my business, literally about 80%, was wedding cakes, big wedding cakes or tiered cakes, and classes. And both of those things were just cut at the base. I had to stop everything with that. So we had to come up with some fun things to do to keep my customers engrossed, and also to be able to pay the bills, get a couple of dollars in to pay the bills. So we've done some videos to keep it nice and fresh and let people see what we do out in the back in the kitchen here. And that's been a lot of fun. And my clients and my fans on Facebook, they kind of like them.
How has business basically been up until the yellow stage?
I didn't have my store open. I really only did orders that were already placed before the whole COVID thing, because I was nervous about myself being sick and about, God forbid, infecting customers until you kind of got your feet wet and kind of felt like what's really going on. I literally didn't open my store. So it was kind of like, you know, you're almost like numb. You're almost in a shock because everything's going smoothly. And then all of a sudden you have this thing looming over you. So I just all by myself. I had all my employees were laid off. I just had to, like as if I was a home baker. I had to do everything from scratch. I had to wash the dishes, which wasn't fun. Then we slowly opened up for Mother's Day, and now we're limited hours, and most of it's pre-orders, but at least we can service our customers and get back into the swing of things.
Is your storefront open?
Yes. Yep. You need a mask, and we're doing the 6 feet, you know what I mean? So we have little cupcakes painted on the sidewalk so people know when to turn next. We try to make it fun. You know, you have to keep it light. It's so heavy for some families, this whole thing, that we always want Kitchen Chemistry to be just fun, like a birthday party.
Do you plan on changing anything that you're currently doing when we go into the green phase?
Yes, I would like to be reopen and revamp our Cupcake Lab, because that was really a fun thing, which is definitely off the books right now because, you know, everything's touched. So
right.
we're coming up with some ideas with that. I started selling online on our website. And we also have a cupcake box, a cupcake decorating box on there. So someone can order a dozen cupcakes and a bunch of icings and sprinkles and come by, and we do curbside, you know, pick up, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's a great idea, especially for parents looking for things to keep their children entertained with. I know I enjoyed making my cupcake when I came.
It's always nice to, you know, especially when you don't have to clean up the mess like the customers, it's always fun to squirt bright colored icings and throw some sprinkles.
One thing I know that you've done is send a lot of your goods to the hospitals.
We send stuff over to both of the hospitals to brighten people's day. I tried to bring them to other services too, but I never seemed to catch them. But the hospitals were very appreciative, and it feels good, and it sweetens their day. That's all there is to it, you know. And they're huge places, so it's not like you can just go send a dozen cupcakes. You have to send like 150, you know. So that was fun and kept me busy too.
You have plans to keep yourself busy this summer, considering some of the weddings are canceled and you might not be as busy with that?
I'm always going to be busy because now we have employees. I went to bring my employees back. I do have to have enough work for them because my business was mostly huge wedding cakes, and everybody, like a lot of the brides, kept their cakes, but they went from a 3-tiered cake down to a little 8-inch cake, you know, like a lot of them are saying happy would-be wedding day, and then they plan on having their big celebration for their first anniversary.
Did you have a lot of orders for different graduations?
Again, it's all little things, like just little cakes, little 6-inch, little 8-inch cakes. People just can't have big parties. A lot of people don't want to go to big parties, so they're not going to have the attendance that they would expect. So if they're thinking they're going to have 100 people, the chances are pretty good they're only going to have about 50 if they're lucky. So they're adjusting their desserts. And then the other part of my business, which was a really huge part, was the classes. And that literally had to stop too. I'm going to start with very small classes for the people who kept getting postponed. So we're going to do just the same classes, but just with 4, maximum 6 people. And we're going to keep them spaced apart, and everyone's going to have masks on. So we're actually going to start that the middle of June. We're going to grow with the clients. So once they start ordering bigger cakes, then we'll supply that. But what we also came up with is a really cute idea. It's a drive-by cookie pie. And what that is a big 2-pound chocolate chip cookie that we'll decorate however you want. We'll put peanut butter drizzle on it, or sprinkles, chips, whatever you want. So it's been a kind of fun and something different, because people, they don't want to get a cake, but a cookie they can get through. You know what I mean? So that's really been very, very fun for us. And they can call us within an hour. We'll pop it in the oven. And they get a nice hot cookie coming out when it's ready. So that's been a lot of fun for us and something different. So we're definitely gonna build on that throughout the summer. Again, with the online sales, and just grow with the customer. Listen to what the customer's telling me, and we'll go from there.
And what are your hours?
Right now, we're open for customers to pick up orders between 11 and 3, Tuesday through Sunday. And,
Okay.
Of course, they can't get here till 4, whatever. We're going to make adjustments because everyone's schedules are so crazy. You got to bend. It is to go with the flow.
Absolutely. And it seems like you're doing a great job at that, and definitely trying to keep business up and running. And we all love your shop. So
Thank you.
One thing I liked about your shop, part of a very vibrant downtown. How is it overall in downtown Stroudsburg?
A lot of the shops are tiny. So I know for Poconos soap, they weren't able to open yet because one customer would literally fill up their quota in the shop. But slowly but surely, they're opening up. I know the Irish store, Fitzpatrick's just opened up, and the candy store across the street. So slowly but surely, they're opening at least for a few hours a day. It's down there. Life is happening now. You're starting to see some people stroll around, and that's wonderful. That's really nice and bright and hopeful.
Small business people are very resilient, but no one really envisioned anything like this.
You never know.
You feel confident that you're able to innovate and move on, it sounds like.
I do. You have to, I don't know if you know it, but a few years ago, actually 6 years ago, we had a fire. So I had to recoup from that. So that was like the first big shock thing that happened to me. So it kind of felt like the same thing. So I had that in my toolbox already. I kind of knew what I had to do to set myself up to be able to get through it. And, thankfully, those stimulus checks came in. So that helped me pay the rent. If you can pay your rent, you can get through. You know what I mean? You have to be able to pay the bills. And if you can, we just hope to ride the wave through. And then we can build after that. Thankfully, I've been in business for 10 years. So I did have a little bit of a stockpile. I didn't have a zero bank account. But I feel bad for new businesses. There were a couple on Main Street here. One was supposed to open, and they just opened the other day. And another business, the poor guy opened up literally a week before this happened. So it's rough for them, because you have all your enthusiasm is right in the beginning, and then you get the rug pulled out from under you. So it's a little bit, but we'll support them, and let's just hope for the best for everybody.
Stroudsburg Eye Specialist, they've been open right from the beginning. Things I think are they opening up a little bit more now that you're in yellow there?
Yeah, we're still doing the same services. So we still are here for all your needs as far as the eye care goes. Busier every week. So it's just a matter of really learning the new ways, and people feeling a little bit more comfortable. We're still being really cautious, and yeah, people are coming back out, and I think it's just a matter of time before people really adapt to the new change.
And I see your videos on TV 13 too, and those are so informative. I can't even tell you how much I learned.
Yes, we are on Eye Care Today on Channel 13. So yes, a lot of people see those videos. We try to put out new content all the time.
Well, Lisa, I'd like to thank you. We don't take that much time. We definitely just wanted to check in with you. And obviously, we wish you all the best and everyone down in Stroudsburg.
Great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We love the fact that you give us a little attention here on Main Street. It's a beautiful little town.
Good, Lisa. Well, take care with everything.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. All the best.